Okay, hi everyone. Streaming. It's gonna have a fun time. Okay, so while we're at it, why don't we just talk about some tech news? So today, the tech news is, yesterday, Amazon talked about a new security drone, and it's supposed to be able to fly around your house, and it can only record while it's flying. You can see 1080p video on your phone, and it's supposed to be linked with your other alarms in your house. So if one alarm goes off, then the drone will fly over to that area and go patrol that area. And it will alert the phone as well. The phone can control the drone and where it goes, but the drone can also go to where that security breach was on its own. Another thing, in that same conference, they talked about Amazon Luna, which is supposedly 8 teraflops, even though I'm kind of doubting it's 8 teraflops. It's 8 teraflops of GPU power, and that's about enough to get you to 4K 60. 4K 60s, yeah, 4K 60 is the average for that. But I would still recommend next-gen consoles, Xbox, PlayStation, because it's just better. They're faster. 8 teraflops. The Xbox has 4 more teraflops than the Amazon Luna, which is technically their gaming service, which will have like a console. 4 teraflops is 2 teraflops it's a difference. It'll get you more like it will perform a little bit better. But a 4 teraflop difference, that's like light and day. That's like the original PS4 and the PS4 Pro. It's literally the difference. And the PS4 was 1080, and then the PS4 Pro was 4K. So you can see how big of a difference that is. And it can support ray tracing. If you in some games, technically, it's software. It's not hardware. But with generation, we're getting hardware. For the next consoles, we're getting hardware ray tracing, which is awesome. We're getting 8K, 4K 120, 2.1 HDMI output, fast speed, new DualSense controller, supercharged I/O, nice design, nice air cooling design. PSVR 2, which I'm very excited for. Oh, close. Come on, run. Oh, that was moving so fast. The SSD, very fast CPU, so it's up to date to the new tech. The only thing, it's kind of future-proof until next gen. It's not like you probably don't have an 8K, and some people don't even have 4K. So a lot of people have 1080. Most people have 4K now, but a lot of people still have 1080, and 8K is coming in hot for people. So it's kind of gonna be like 1080p for the lower class, middle class 4K, and then upper class 8K. Like that's how it's gonna go. And then it's gonna be upper class is gonna be 16K, and then middle class would be 8K, and then the lower class is gonna be 4K, which is not bad. And then so 32K for upper class, 16K for middle class, and then finally 8K will be affordable for the lower class. So not bad, but that's gonna be in a very distant future. Not 20 years. We're talking about a 10-year difference here. 15 years. Let's put it at that. 15-year difference. But yeah, just pick up. I'm gonna be picking up a PS5 because you know, PS5 it does do it better this time. Oh yeah, and PS5 has more exclusives. Like, there's no reason not to get a PS5 unless you're so biased to Windows and Microsoft that you have to get an Xbox or else you'll die. Like Austin Evans or Ken Kinson. Oh, no, it's not Ken Kinson. It's that guy who does those videos about Microsoft and a lot. It's in the same building as Austin Evans, but like Linus Tech Tips, he's gonna be getting an Xbox because Xboxes are like, since Windows is his thing, it's his jam. Oh, finally. He's gonna be getting Xbox, even though, on paper, Xbox is better, but PS5 has a faster SSD, a variable frequency on the CPU, and a variable refresh rate, so there's no reason not to be getting a PlayStation. Besides, if you want to play Xbox One games, want to be playing some Xbox One games? Okay, sure, you can get the Xbox. You might as well just keep your Xbox One X until they until they come out with exclusives, because technically Xbox Series X is just gonna play the same games at the same resolution at the same frame rate, so why does it matter? Unless they make a remastered version, or they use AI upscaling, which AI upscaling is garbage. It's literally basing software to make the resolution higher. The only time that software is actually good is for DLSS. For something that a hardware thing could do. So when they come out with their DLSS GPUs that have hardware versions of ray tracing and DLSS, then that's gonna be 8K textures, 8K lighting, and 8K, native 8K. So that's literally gonna make everything look 8K. It's in the move of 8Ks a little bit farther. Right now, 8K TVs are getting kind of cheaper. Like right now, the cheapest 8K TV you can get is not even. I wouldn't consider 8K a thing until you get an 80 over inch TV, and then that's the only time where you start seeing a difference. There's TVs that are 75 inch and are pretty affordable, like the LG, their new TV, but not even. But that's 5 inches under the rated like the max, like the minimum inches you need for 8K to be actually work. So when they come out with the 80-inch version, that's still pretty cheap. Maybe just like $300 more expensive, but still is pretty cheap. Then LG is gonna be the G. Get it? LG the G. The only reason you would want to get Xbox really is if you weren't gonna play games, but when they did come out with the game, you could play like 8K games every once in a while for like those tech experts who love Xbox. The new NVIDIA GPUs are good, don't get me wrong, but PCs are a lot more expensive than consoles. And now PS5 is as good as PCs right now as currently. So now that people are adding 3090s to their computer, we're gonna be getting the same performance for a 3080s, 3090s, and then 3070s gonna come out in October. 3070 is what I would recommend for people who haven't even got who are looking forward to building a computer, because the 3070s actually, and PC has no excuses. I'm gonna say that too. But I would recommend 3070 for people who are just starting to build a computer and they haven't even got the 2080 Ti, so they just got a 3070. 3070 is half the price. It's better than the 2080 Ti, and it's just faster. So you get the 2080 if you want an upgrade, and the 3090 if you have an 8K TV and you have some money to spend. But don't get me wrong, it still has 4K 120 frames, and it does a little bit better than 3080. The 3080 is kind of meant for 4K 120 frames a second, and 3070 is more meant for 1080p, 1440p at 120 frames a second, or 4K 60. That's what it's meant mostly for, if you want to play 4K. Oh, that was close. Still haven't gotten a win, but I'm gonna change that tonight. Tonight is the night. Hopefully get a tiptoe, because I'm really good at tiptoes. I'm really good by being at front and not falling off because people are pushing you off. I'm really good at that. Fruit shoot, if it's fruit shoot, I'm gonna kill myself. Phew. Gosh, I hate fruit shoot. That's fine. The good thing about this game is you can kind of eliminate tiles on purpose. Oh yeah, you can't make that time. Okay, I gotta hurry because they're starting to hurry up. Let me get the way. Oh gosh dang it! I should have came earlier. I should have done that on purpose. Tonight is the night, I'm telling you. Tonight is the night. I wonder when they're gonna start putting GPUs into phones. Okay, so there are GPUs in phones, but they're not really GPUs. They're just like a second processor, technically. So they're technically aren't GPUs in phones really. They're just two processors. One is focusing its power on the computing part of a phone, and the other is focusing its power on the graphics part of the phone. They don't really use GPU. I mean, it's a GPU considered, but it's not really a GPU. It's just a processor. That's kind of, it's like a CPU that's made to take the place of GPUs, like software GPUs. Man, this isn't so weird. This is actually kind of the good one. Like, are they trying to make it good on purpose? Like, it can push you sometimes in front of you. There we go, it got boosted. Oh my gosh. I might get on Rocket League tonight. Okay. Watermelon peach, watermelon peach, watermelon peach with the baseball bat. Watermelon peach, watermelon peach, watermelon. Oh! Grapes, bananas. Grapes, bananas, and grapes, and bananas, and grape, banana, grape, banana, grape, banana, grape, banana, grape, banana, grape, banana, grape, banana. Are you serious? I was hoping that this was right. Grape, banana, cherry, grape, banana, cherry, grape, banana. Watermelon, cherry, grape, banana, watermelon. Okay. Watermelon, cherry. Hi. Watermelon, cherry, 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 hi. Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite team game mode. Oh yeah, I'm gonna win this. I know exactly the strat for this game. You help them until the candy-looking pulls, like they look like lollipops, and then come on, you guys gotta be ready. Gotta be push ready. Push it over. Come on, push it over like it's butter. Push it over like it's butter. Come on, push it over like it's butter. Just gotta be constant with the speed. You gotta get a nice, good speed. A nice, good speed. Okay, you can do this on their own now. I'm gonna go try to stop other people from balls through. Yep, we're the first. We're probably gonna win. When we win, I'm happy. or qualify. Oh my gosh, this is a game that's gonna take forever. I mean, Yellow's clear gonna win because their ball is flying towards the goal. And now it's going up the goal? Like, what is going on right now? Come on. Imagine just blue wins. Imagine that. No way. They're for somehow. Like, what's going on right now? Oh, yep, they lost. They lost. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Can't just push it into the goal. And they could have done that. There'd been just 3 people trying to stop it this whole time, and the rest of the team to try to push the ball towards goal. I actually want blue win because I have favorite color, but whatever. We'll win. Even though I want to win. Please be tiptoe enough. I'm gonna kill the player of this game if it was free shoot. This one is kind of hard if it's the. Now we'll see. I wish they just hit you straight off with one, like super quick, very early into the match. This is not stopping nobody. This is not stopping nobody. How did somebody die? I must have been okay, or extremely bad, like so bad. Donald Trump bad. Okay? This one is kind of hard if you're bundled, if there's too many people in this game. Like 27 people. Or I've even gotten 30 people in this game mode before. Like, it was crazy. It's like 29 people. It was crazy. You couldn't get through even the biggest hole. Like, not the biggest hole, but like the medium size, like this type of hole. You couldn't get through. You couldn't get through that. Like, say goodbye. Already down 16 people. And we have 50 seconds left. They really are stopping me from just jumping over. So this is like where I died one time, when there was like 29 people. Yeah, this is it for me. There's no way I just did that. That's usually impossible. I kind of have to stay in the back for this one. How? It's not possible. Thank you anyways. I was dead anyway.